There's not one way to grow a real estate business, but there are some core strategies that can apply and help you grow your business to the level you want. Today I'm going to share with you 7 core strategies that'll definitely make your business grow. You know, we're not at a shortage for ideas on how to grow your real estate business. It seems like every single week there's a new product that guarantees you're going to get leads that are going to be closest to making decisions. You're going to have a different product that's going to help you organize your business in a way. Or maybe there's this new strategy that you hear about on if you just do this, you're guaranteed to get 3 listings a month. Let's be real. Everything boils down to some core strategies. Some of the core strategies that have worked throughout time, and then there are some new strategies that basically are fundamentally the same as what we've done always, but they have a little spin on it to bring technology into place that can really help you grow your business. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you the 7 core strategies. You don't have to do all 7 of these, but if you pick 1 or 2 of these core strategies, lean in on these strategies, focus on doing these in a big way, I promise your business is going to grow. The first strategy is old school, but it still works in an amazing way, and that's farming a residential neighborhood. Do you have a place where you're considered the expert? Do you have a place where you're consistently adding value to the homeowners in a way that when the time comes for them to sell their homes, you're top of mind? You're going to get your at bat. We may not get all of these listings, but what we're working to do is to make sure that when someone considers selling in a specific area, that we're the person that they think about. Now, if you're wondering and you're not sure how to do this, if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link above that'll share with you exactly how to do farming step by step. I did a video on that. Or if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can see it in the agent notes below. But one of the things I want to focus in on farming is don't get such a large area that you can't really be effective. Narrow in. 300 to 500 houses. Even I had some that were very effective with 100 residences. What is it for you? Start small, grow big. One of the things that core fundamentals I think about is think about spending $2 per month for that farm neighborhood. Now, this is going to be a breakdown of a direct mail. This is going to be a breakdown of some of the events you might do in the area. This is going to be a breakdown of adding some value to those folks and marketing specifically to that group with video, with content, some of the things. But if you focus on farming a neighborhood, if you consistently add value to that neighborhood with direct mail, with getting out there and spending time in that neighborhood and sponsoring some events in that neighborhood, you will dominate a farm area. Fundamentally, when you have a farm area that you're dominating and that you're taking over 15, 20% of a neighborhood, now you've got a foundation in your business that you can really build on. Number 2 is circle prospecting. Again, old school method still works extremely well in the market environment we're in. It really works tremendously right now. Circle prospecting, let me give you the background on this. This really was, and we called it circle prospecting back in the day, is we would have a map, and on that map we would have a subject house, for instance, and we would circle the 20 houses around it. Now it's expanded a little more, but it's basically the same process. We're going to circle prospect. We're going to call around a specific house. Typically, you're going to be making calls on a certain event. This could be a house that came on the market that went under contract with multiple offers, and you're calling to let the neighbors know, hey, not sure if you know this, but the house 3 doors down from yours actually came on the market, went under contract with multiple offers. There are a number of people that missed out that might be willing to pay a premium in this neighborhood. Have you heard of any of your neighbors that might consider selling? They'll let you know if they're going to sell. Another one might be, hey, I'm not sure if you realize this, but the house 3 doors down from yours sold and it closed yesterday, and it really set a new high for the prices in the neighborhood. Your value has gone up tremendously. We're just calling to let the neighbors know because there were other people that were interested that didn't get this house, just to see if you're curious about how this affects your value and if you've heard of any of your neighbors that might consider selling. This is a great way to talk to homeowners directly. Build a database. The goal of circle prospecting is not to close them on the phone. It's to begin to build a relationship. For me, when I'm circle prospecting, or when I was circle prospecting, the main thing I wanted to do was begin a conversation in a way that I had an opportunity to follow up. So at the end of this, it's like, hey, I'd love to keep in touch, let you know what's going on in the market. Would it be okay if I sent you emails every so often about what's going on in the neighborhood? This is a great way to begin to build that database. And now we're going to layer in some other things we're going to talk about in a little bit on how we can continue to add consistent value to that group of homeowners. When you get to a place where you've got 150, 200 homeowners that you've talked to on the phone and you're talking to on a consistent basis, your business is going to grow in the right way because now we've got listings, which are foundation to building a real estate business. Once we have the listings, the buyers are going to come. So we're going to focus with circle prospecting on finding those homeowners that we can consistently add value to, and our listings will follow. Next up is database growth and consistent communication. We talked a little bit about this on how we're adding some of these folks to that database through circle prospecting. These are people also that maybe we talked about in our farm. Our database should be every single person that you do business with or that you know that is a homeowner or is considering buying in the near future or in the future at any point. This group, really our database, and I've always said it this way, a healthy database is a growing database. This is something we want to focus in on, that we're adding new people to our database on a daily basis. This could come from the calls we've talked about. This could come from adding people through basically going out and purchasing online leads. This could come from whatever it is that you're doing to draw people to you, where they either opt in or as you meet them, you're adding them to your database. Now, once we've had this database that is growing, what are we going to do that's going to add value to people? What is it that people want to know? Well, they want to know what's going on in the market. They want to know what's coming up as far as events in your area. We have certain people that will actually take this database. They'll also direct mail to that group, something like farming, but they're doing it with their database. There are people that do weekly emails where they're just giving an update, a favorite property. Some people do monthly. Whatever it is that fits for you, the key is to be consistent. I would start with monthly. If you're not sure that you have enough time to do it, make the time. Begin to have a monthly newsletter that's going to be going out to these folks. Also, those folks in your database, if they're a homeowner, make sure you're setting them up with a campaign that's emailing them on a weekly or monthly basis with properties in their neighborhood like theirs that are active, pending, sold, so they know what's going on with their value. If it's a potential buyer, make sure you've got them set up where they're receiving automated emails about properties that might fit with them. When you build a database that is automatically communicating with a group of people and adding value to that group of people, all of a sudden business begins to flow, momentum begins to build, and your business begins to grow. Number 4 is a separate database for realtors in other markets. Now, this is something that's unique. We've never really had the opportunity to do this in a way that we can now. There are probably specific markets where people are moving from into your market, or they're leaving your market and they're moving to. What can we do to build a database of realtors in these feeder markets or all over the country that we can add value to in a way that when they think of referring someone to your area, you're top of mind and you're immediately the person they think of? I get people ask me all the time, do you know someone in this market? I'm actually at a place where I've built some of the relationships all over the country where I know who it is in most of these markets that I can help send their way that I know is going to treat them right. You want to be that agent of choice for the agents in these other markets. Now, here's what this looks like. Building an email database of all of these agents that are actually in other feeder markets or all over the country that you can add value to. You can do this on social media, drawing them in, following them in those feeder markets, and then beginning to have communication with them. You can do this by sending out maybe a card that says, I love paying referrals, and beginning that with that. The email portion is where the value is, though. I heard someone speaking the other day, and they were talking about the fact that they had actually built this database and they had actually started sending weekly emails to this group talking about the one thing that helped their business that week. It's very simple. Sending an email that basically says, this past week in my business, the most impactful thing I did was this mailer, sending a copy of that mailer. That helps them build their business in their own market. It also gives you the ability to be seen as someone that's giving to them, which automatically, a law of reciprocity, they want to begin to give back to you. You stay top of mind. And now all of a sudden, you've got this database of realtors that are feeding you people that are ready and willing and able to work with you on an annual basis that really gives you a foundation in your business that you know business is coming in every single year from that group of realtors. Number 5 is social media marketing. Never have we had an opportunity like we do today, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or any of the YouTube, any of the platforms that are out there, but specifically on social media and Instagram in particular, where we can connect with agents in other markets and we can connect with people in our local market. If you're wondering, what should this look like? If you click the link above, you're going to see a video I did where it's talking about 22 people that you can follow on Instagram that give you a better idea of how you can really set your Instagram up in a way that will continue to draw people to you. Plus, you can model on people and what they're doing in other markets. Social media marketing right now gives you the ability to be authentic. It costs you $0 if you go that route with the organic traffic, and it will continue to build as long as you work it. What we focus on expands. If you focus on social media and pouring your heart into adding value to clients, potential clients, and other realtors, I promise your business is going to grow. Number 6 is super practical. This is something I did in my business, a CMA a day. Who is it that you know that owns a house that you can give an updated idea of their value? What do most people want to know, especially homeowners? They want to know what is the value of their property. When you send an unsolicited idea of their value, I prefer to video, and if you haven't seen it before, there'll be a link above if you're watching this on YouTube on exactly how I did this strategy and generated $11 million in listings in 72 of these unsolicited CMAs over a 90-day period. Make sure you're adding value in a way that's unique, that's different. Video unsolicited CMAs is a great way. If you set this up where you do this one a day and you just consistently find homeowners that you can add value to, that you can give something to them in a unique way that's super valuable to them, I'm just telling you what I know that I know because it affected my business. It'll help your business grow. Last but not least, develop an MVP group of people. This could be from your sphere of influence. This could be past clients. This could be people that actually have referred clients to you. Who is it? For me, I wanted to have a 50-person VIP group. This is a group that I knew was my fans. These were people that were going to talk about me when the opportunity came. I was going to be top of mind. How was I going to stay top of mind and reward this group so that they continue to send people my way or do business with me? I actually had a systematic plan of action that every single month I added some type of value to them. One month it might be that I'm going to send every single one of them a thank you note for their business or for referring business to me in the past. The next month it might be that I'm going to send them a gift card to something. It could be as simple as a Starbucks gift card. Now, you can do this where you can send emails with these QR codes that'll give them a discount or give them an opportunity to have a gift card. If they utilize it, you get charged. If they don't, you don't. There are things we can do specifically. I would have a time where I would offer tickets to this group, maybe where it would be like my wife and I are going to attend this event. We bought 2 extra tickets. Are you guys in town and would you like to attend? These are opportunities for you to stay top of mind, deep in these relationships. When you go deep with that top 50 or top 20, or maybe it's even just top 10 if you're getting started, people that you know are fans of yours and that will support your business. When you go deep in those relationships, they'll definitely take you wide. There's no shortage of ideas on how to grow your business, but you should have a few core strategies that really are your focus. They're the things that you're doing in a big way, that you're doing in a professional way, and that you're doing consistently. I know a couple of these that we mentioned are things that you can apply in your business today that will actually affect your business almost immediately. Hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.